strangest creature in captivity. See her alive. See her living underwater. Half woman, half fish.
You can turn back now, or learn the stuff they don't want you to know. Here are the facts. It's safe to say that most people don't believe in mermaids. Unlike other cryptids such as the Yeti, mermaids aren't the subject of much scrutiny in modern science. Like minotaurs, centaurs, or other legendary creatures, mermaids are considered myths. So why are they so common in stories across the sea? Is there any factual basis for these legends? Here's where it gets crazy. Stories, legends, and alleged sightings of mermaids date back into antiquity, such as accounts of ancient gods like the Syrian Atargatis. For example, in Pliny the Elder's Historia Naturalis, the author describes mermaids along with lions, griffins, and other animals. In 1493, Christopher Columbus claimed to see 3 mermaids while sailing near the Dominican coast. As history shows, this wasn't the only thing he was wrong about. Reports of sightings have continued in the modern day. In 2009, residents of an Israeli town called Kiryat Yam claimed to see a mermaid appearing at sunset. Of course, anyone can claim to have seen something, and without evidence, this and other claims simply don't hold up to scrutiny. So why have sailors claim to see mermaids? First, there's the overwhelming likelihood that many of these reports were made up entirely. Second, they could have been honest misidentifications of manatees or sea cows. Original descriptions of mermaids bear little resemblance to the comely creatures of Hollywood films. In Pliny's work, mermaids were described as creatures with scales all over, closer, that is, to animals than to people. And there's another wrinkle here, the aquatic ape theory. Proposed by scientist Alistair Hardy in 1960, this theory argues that humanity's ancestors left the trees to live in or near water. As evidence, Hardy claimed that adaptations of modern humans, lack of body hair, subcutaneous fat, large brains, and so on, are adaptations commonly found among aquatic animals. This theory has a small but vocal amount of support. If it's true, which again most scientists do not accept, then could tales of mermaids somehow descend from prehistoric stories of a time when humanity's ancestors dwelled in water, like modern-day cetaceans? Not so, argues Henry Gee. First, these adaptations did not happen all at once. Second, the evidence offered for the theory is just too flimsy to support the claim. There's a third problem with the alleged existence of mermaids, and it's common to many other reports of cryptids. Why haven't we found them? Is it really possible that something like mermaids could exist and not a single body has been discovered? With this in mind, the case for misidentification seems fairly solid. Unless, of course, there's something they don't want you to know.
I told her the legend of the sea people. Slowly I put into her young and pliable mind the idea that she was one of them, that someday she must rejoin them, and that she couldn't expect to have normal relations with ordinary people. But I never counted on the enormous power of her own independent will.